Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly focus, March the 25th through to the 31st. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here, and let's get to the cards, shall we? Okay, Virgo, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is, I would have to say, focus on creating a healthy work life balance for yourself this week. Look at some ways that you can incorporate maybe taking time from the other, putting it in the other direction, or maybe it's your energy levels. Maybe you are investing in somehow your money. But this is pardon me, to get a firm foundation for what you want to step into, of where you want to go, of what you want to accomplish. And seeing what isn't working, seeing what's taking too much of your time, your energy, your resources from you, and taking it back, taking ownership of your empowerment. We've got the Knight of Wands. This is about being grateful, but also asking for that straight path forward, having that talk with God, your angels, your guides, the universe, source, your higher self, of where you want to go. And I've been telling everybody over the last, oh my gosh, in the last several weeks, the amount of personal readings I've done where I have said you need to journal. And even here, you need to journal. This is a time to journal. This is a time to write your next step out, of what you want to step into, of where you want to go, the amount of money that you are creating in your life. Don't worry so much about how it's all going to come to you. Just state that you have it and what you're doing with that money. But it really is a time to be centered in what you already have around you, understanding that you have already great fortune and abundance around you, great prosperity around you. Maybe it's not in your material possessions or your money, maybe it's in other things. Although I think money will be more on your mind. Maybe it's looking at seeing how your money works for you and making it work for you better. We've got the Seven of Cups. We don't want to jump into anything without thinking it through. It may look really great at first glance, but I would do some research. I would try to discover what am I really saying yes to? What am I really saying no to? Could it be better? Do I need to negotiate? Do I need to diversify that? Is it too much of a stifled kind of energy? Do I need to expand it in some way? Let's look at work and career. King of Wands. Get enthused, get excited, and just start something. Okay, and you may find that just do, maybe it's a hobby of yours or something. Okay, so you want to, let's say we want to work on creating this new money stream. You do have a hobby, and yeah, when you're doing your hobby, you're lost in that time. It's fun. So look at how you can expand on that. Maybe you love carpentry, so maybe you're building birdhouses and putting them out for sale at the end of the driveway or something. It's looking at, just get enthused about it. Just start. Because I think that with the lunar eclipse, something might appear to you that you never thought possible, or it leads you to the next step and beyond, or it supports you in some way that you just know you're on the right track, or you uncover this hidden talent that you had all along. It's something like that. It's just about getting enthused and get going. Okay, get some drive, get some passion, get some momentum underneath your feet. Tap into that creativity. For goodness sakes, please tap into that creativity. Maybe you just like going around and taking photos. Maybe it's nature, maybe it's people, and you're good. People like your photos. I mean, your friends all say, like, wow, what a photo. Wow, you did such a good job. Or they're always asking you to take the photo because it always turns out so well. And how can you grow that? Maybe you can be a photographer on the side. Maybe you can sell your prints online or in a gallery or in that little store down the street because you live in a tourist area. or everybody's coming to the area soon. So you're going to frame a few works and get them out there and see what happens. Just get enthused about it. And I think that just kind of opens up a whole new breath of fresh air for you in some way. It really taps into the magic of what can be, but it's your enthusiasm that is first and foremost here. We have the Five of Swords. Some people want to give advice, and we should listen carefully, because if we're stepping in a new direction, then we want to listen from somebody who has already walked the path, that is already where we hope to venture one day. And they may tell us some things, that some strategies to use, some pitfalls that may lay in wait for you, so that you can skirt around them, so that you can be more efficient, so that you can add more to what you're already doing and pick up those little golden nuggets of knowledge. There's other people who just want to criticize you, and those people need to go away. And you need to draw lines in the sand, and you need to understand that there needs to be a little bit of space between you and those people. You don't want anybody dragging you down, but we also don't want to just turn a blind ear to, or a blind eye to, whatever they're trying to tell us. I'm thinking ear because they're telling us, but we'll walk away with some very like-minded people going forward. It could be a new mentor, new partnerships, or just somebody there that is willing to support you in your endeavors. But we have to have a healthy ego when we are going about everything. We have to understand why we're doing it, okay? It can't be for revenge. It can't be for, jealousy, right? They have a nicer car than you, so you're going to do this in order to get the money, in order to get the nicer car. That usually doesn't really bode well with our spirit guides and whatnot. And you may get that car, but, karma, it's not nice. So, we also have the Hangman, which is asking us to back it up and look at it, disconnect from the emotion of the situation and look at it with a clearer understanding of logic, of your sage wisdom. Does this make sense? Am I prioritizing things right? Do I have a good strategy laid out? What can I add to the strategy? What do I need to take away from this strategy? Where am I just spinning my wheels? Where am I actually getting some traction? Where do I need the expansion? Where do I need the diversity? What do I need to close doors on? What do I need to leave in the rearview mirror? Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. It could be more about your relationships this week than it is work and career. Although I think if you get enthused about something, something really amazing could happen. I mean, leave it in the comments if it does. Let me know. But love and blessings fill your life. So love and blessings fill your life. Stop worrying so much if you have the talent, the ability. Yes, I can say yes. If you're being called to it, yes, you have enough to take the first steps. You might need learning after that, but for right now, it moves you forward in the right way. Or maybe we're spending a lot of time taking care of other people and not enough time taking care of ourselves. So maybe it's time to establish some more efficient routines for ourselves and fit people in where we have the gaps rather than working our life around them. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. I'm telling you guys. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Okay, so we already talked about that grateful heart that we need of all that we have around us already. That was with the Knight of Wands. But material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. I'm telling you, just get excited about something. I think something just goes wild, right? But it's got to be a passion. It's something that you need to get some kind of momentum behind. It's something that taps into your creativity or your self-expression of what you do and how you do it, and what you create and what you invent, of what you give birth to. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus on your thoughts of the outcomes you desire. Did I say that out loud, or did I think you're overthinking, or focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. I'm just serious. Go and get a journal, okay? And start writing your tomorrow out or your next week out. Where are you? What's happening? How much money are you making? Write it all in present tense. Get excited about who you are. Okay? Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry. Okay? Release regret. Okay? Put it in the rearview mirror. Allow that. We have to look at why we feel that, why we feel regret or guilt or we're worried about something. We do need to explore that. We can't dismiss that, otherwise we just hang on to it. But by looking at it, we can turn it into nothingness. Okay, allow it to flow through you. It doesn't just stop here. It can visit for a short time so that we understand it and we take the learning experience away from the lesson. Once again, it's about looking at things with less emotion and more logic. Okay, not letting our emotions and our feelings get the better of us, because that's worry, is the total feelings come out and bubble up, and anxious and anxiety and fears, and we don't want any of that. So logical approaches when it comes to your thoughts and where you are going to go in your direction. I think something marvelous could be happening to you. I do want to hear about it. Okay, let's go to relationships. Seven of Swords. Well, there's somebody who is not trustworthy in your circle, that listens to what you have to say and then they go and make themselves look better by pulling that down, poking holes in it, paraphrasing so it sounds better to them and the crowd they're trying to appease. This kind of energy is, and this is in relationships, but I mean, we could have work relationships where, let's say you're in the elevator with your buddy. You're going up to the fifth floor where you both work. It's Monday morning, and you say, "Hey, I had an idea how we could double productivity in the shop." And you start talking all about it. And what do you think? And they're nodding. Yeah, that's a great idea. And, okay, I'll meet you in there. I'm going to the washroom first. You turn one way, they go into work. And by the time you come into work, they're shaking hands with the boss because they just sold your idea out from under you. Okay, so it's that kind of energy. So first of all, keep your dreams, your desires close to heart. Understand what you truly need in the relationship. Okay, don't try and add things to it because, the couple over there across the street, they have a great relationship because they do this. Well, just because they do this doesn't mean that you should do this. And so, really, it's about finding a true flow within the relationship, I guess. Maybe a very healthy, productive dialogue needs to happen where new lines are drawn in the sand, new awarenesses are had. Um, Everything goes more with the flow. I think that's what we're really going for here is flow. So we're trying to make those relationships better by understanding what is really necessary within the relationship, what takes away from the relationship. And once again, I'm going to say this is a week we don't want to put our emotion into things, okay? I want to just drive that home to you because when we get emotional, when we let our emotions start to flow in that healthy dialogue, it becomes unhealthy more often than not. Because our hurt, the damaged part of us wants to come out, wants to be heard. So, if you have time, then sit and listen to that angry part of yourself, that hurt part of yourself. Really acknowledge it for yourself and then allow yourself to heal from it. We have the Ten of Cups, though, happily ever after. I mean, this is where the sparks fly. You could meet somebody and they just walk to the end of your path with you, or most of the way. You just make this true connection with somebody. They become your best friend forever. You take this relationship to a new dynamic level, maybe one you were hoping for. This is the happily ever after. This is married with 2.3 kids, a dog, and a white picket fence kind of energy. So it's your ideal relationship and how does it look, and this is a week where you could be destined to meet somebody, or things fall into place that a relationship that maybe has stagnated or it doesn't have that vibe does get that vibe. Okay, I'm not going to dismiss that there could be beautiful magic around you this week. Okay. And the moon is about taking care of ourselves first and foremost, pampering ourselves, prioritizing self-care and well-being. Of course, if we don't do that for ourselves, then we don't have much to give to a relationship. So taking care of ourselves is not a selfish act, although we were told it was. It's an act of building our confidence so that we feel like we should be seen within the relationship. We should be heard within the relationship. The relationship is strengthened by who we are and our self-confidence. Our creativity flows at an easier pace. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Well, this could be the one. You might already be with the person, even though every day you are like, tomorrow I'm leaving. I don't care. Tomorrow I'm leaving. I'm not putting up with this anymore. You find a way to make it work. You find a way to make a change, make a difference, make them hear you, understand you, and want to create more harmony and flow within the relationship. Okay, let's look at our personal self-development for the week, and we have the Fool. This is about anticipating new paths forward, things that you've never even thought of before. It's about getting whimsical. It's about allowing serendipity in. It's about yeah, just feeling the joy. You don't need anything for this path. You already have whatever is needed to go forward. It's about getting excited about going forward. Journal it. We have the Justice card. Make a commitment to yourself and then show up for it consistently each and every day. Give it your focus. If it's 5 minutes all you can do, then do the 5 minutes. But consistently show up for those 5 minutes. And those days that you don't want to show up, those are the important days to show up, because that's when the aha moments and the epiphanies come. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, so personal development here. We have the Fool. We have the Justice card. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune. This one is the journaling card that I'm telling everybody to journal with. I don't know why it came up earlier for you, but it did. So everybody has to journal. Journals have gone up. Anybody who has stocks in journals just made a killing because everybody's buying journals all of a sudden. Tilly told them to. And even if you only do it for a week, watch what happens in that week. I can guarantee you are going to go back and you're going to want to journal more once you get the hang of it. Once 5 minutes of journaling. Okay, what's 5 minutes? Obviously, you can take 5 minutes out of that 24-hour day to do something wonderful for yourself, and that would be to journal, to expect the new energy to be coming in, knowing that the seasons are changing, knowing that yes, as we put closure on things, we make room for the new beginnings, the new starts, more money to come in, maybe a better feeling of safety, security arises from it. And we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so there's so much more coming into your path. New opportunities, new ways to go forward, expansion, diversify. So just be open to everything that is being offered to you right now. We've got money. Find a way to abundance. Yeah, this is definitely a money week for you, I believe, where you are going to see something to step into. And it starts with what? Your enthusiasm. For those of you who said journaling, I'll give you points. Choices. Make the best choices. Make the best choices. How do we do that? We pull back, we look at our situations, and we do it from a logical standpoint. We don't allow the emotion to creep in. Angel of Miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. Yeah, open your heart and expect a miracle. This is actually a week where you can have that miracle. That magic comes in. You're transformed in some way. You find yourself in a brand new beginning. We're going to pick one more here. No, this one here. Illusion, embrace the truth. Okay, where have you been wearing rose-colored glasses? Where did you want to believe more than what the reality was showing you? Where did we push down those red flags the minute they popped up? Because we wanted to overlook that because we like this about the situation, the environment, the person. And so we want to hang on to that truth. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.